Hello, Professor. We are Group 1 from your course Business Research, Set 5. We are so glad to have this chance to talk about research on influencing college students' attitude towards learning. These are our group members. I'm leader Zhao Yuxuan and group members Lu Yuanbing, Lu Jingran, Zhang Ping, Xu Xiuqing, and Niu Xiaotong. This is the content of our presentation. Okay, let's start by Zhang Ping.
My part is research background in the context of the development of information technology and globalization. The popularization of online education and blended learning has greatly changed the learning environment and methods. College students have the problems of lack of motivation, high pressure, and poor learning effect. Therefore, we should explore the influence of factors such as oneself, family, and the environment on college students' learning attitude. How to improve students' enthusiasm for learning and academic performance.
Hello everyone, I'm Xiuqing. Next, let's continue with the introduction. In today's rapidly developing digital education environment, college students' online learning engagement is significantly affected by their own factors, teachers' factors, and environmental factors. Together, these factors determine the learning effect, which provides the direction and foundation for improving the learning effect. Therefore, this research aims to analyze the influence of self-factors, teachers' factors, and environmental factors on college students' online learning engagement. Through detailed analysis, we can find a way to optimize teaching strategies and learning environments to improve student learning engagement and overall effectiveness. Finally, through the systematic analysis of this research, we provide important theoretical support and empirical evidence for optimizing the online learning environment and teaching strategies. This not only helps to enhance the learning experience and academic achievement of students, but also drives the improvement of online education platforms and the quality of education. Okay, my part is over. Next person.
My part is literary review, and I'll discuss the influence of personal factors on college students' learning attitudes. First, self-efficacy is key. Students with high self-efficacy are confident and tackle challenges well, while those with low self-efficacy often lose confidence and have negative attitudes. Second, research methods used by Bandura and Shunk included self-efficacy scales, interviews, and questionnaires. These methods are effective but have issues with subjectivity and reliability. Third, key findings show a positive correlation between high self-efficacy and better academic performance. However, other factors, like learning motivation and time management, were not adequately controlled. Lastly, the weaknesses in these studies include insufficient focus on other personal factors and limited sample diversity. Future research should use multivariate analysis and more diverse samples for better results.
Hello everyone, my name is Niu Xiaotong, student number 8190860. The social environment, including teacher-student and peer relationships, significantly affects college students' learning attitudes. Austin found that positive teacher-student interactions boost motivation and engagement. Conversely, Wenzel, highlighting that the negative relationships can lead to poor learning attitudes and lower academic performance. Austin used large-scale surveys, while Wenzel used structured interviews. These methods, though insightful, have limitations like long-term data collection and subjectivity. Research shows a significant positive correlation between a supportive social environment and students' learning attitudes. Positive relationships with teachers and peers enhance learning experiences and academic success. However, these studies only fail to control for factors like personal background and physical environment, affecting their generalizability. Through my research and study, we have made up for these shortcomings. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Lu Yuanbing. I'm going to share with you the research methodology section of our study. Looking at we took main methods in our study. Firstly, we conducted a questionnaire survey to collect the data from various samples of college students. This was a great way for us to get direct insight from the students about their learning attitudes, right? So by asking them directly, we could understand their perspectives better, I think. Secondly, we analyzed the collected data using SPSS 26.0. This statistical software helped us ensure that our findings are reliable and valid. It allowed to us to delve deeper into the data and ensure our conclusions are solid. Now let's talk about our questionnaire. It had two parts with a total of 22 questions. The first part asked for basic demographic information like gender, grade, major, and school position. This helped us understand the background of our respondents, right? So the second part focused on factors affecting learning attitudes, divided into personal, family, and social environmental factors, with 6 questions for each, right? And then we used the liked 5-level scale for scoring. This means students rated each factor from 1 meaning very influential to 5 meaning not influential. So this helped us understand how much each factor impacted their learning attitudes. And so we distributed 120 questionnaires online and got a 100% response rate. We also tested the reliability and the validity of the data to ensure consistency and accuracy. And then to analyze the impact of these factors on learning attitudes, we built a regression model. In our model, the dependent variable is learning attitude, and the independent variables are personal factors, family factors, and social environment factors. The regression model equation looks like this: attitude sub I equals beta 0 plus beta 1 times personal sub I plus beta 2 times family sub I plus beta 3 times society sub I plus epsilon sub I. So this model helps us quantify how much each factor influences learning attitudes. It also lets us check the stability and the soundness of the findings using various data analysis methods. Okay, for this page, give us examples of the questions in the second part of the questionnaire. But no, first the part why, because it's very simple, right? Just like that, what is age and major? I think the setting of all of questions exactly ask about the factors that affect the learning attitude. Okay, my part is over. Thank you.
Hello, Professor. I'm Zhao Yisheng again. My part is talking about data analysis and findings. I start with the reliability analysis. The data calculated using SPSS 26 version. It shows a curl bench alpha value of 0.802. It shows good overall reliability. Additionally, the internal consistency of each independent factors is high, with curl bench alpha value of 0.716 for personal factor, 0.764 for family factor, and 0.83 for environmental factor. All of them exceed 0.7. Notably, the environmental factor has the highest reliability. Next, through the statistical analysis of 120 valid questionnaires, we additionally set 3 questions to obtain the basic information of the survey subjects to facilitate subsequent differential analysis. The results shows that among the students who participate in the questionnaire, 31.8% were male and 68.2% were female. So, with a higher proportion of female students. In the difference analysis, we concluded that gender had no influence on the results, which we also mentioned in the difference analysis of our report. Professor, you can review it later. Okay, according to the grade of the students, the ranking from the smallest to the largest is PhD 6.7%, master 10.8%, and the fourth-year students 18.3%, and the third-year students 22.5%, and the second-year student 27.5%. Additionally, 77.8% students believe that class or school position affects their learning attitudes. The diversity of the data enhance the richness of the conclusions, avoiding already one-sided results. Okay, let's move on to the descriptive statistics. The maximum, median, mean, standard deviation, and variance of the 3 independent variables, personal factors, family factors, and environmental factors, were calculated with the results shown here. The questionnaires use a modified Likert scale with options scored as 1 for very influential, 2 for relatively influential, and 3 for average, 4 for generally influential, and 5 for not influential. So it means that a lower score indicates more influence. So the average learning attitude score was 2.018. So it shows a relatively good state, and personal and environmental factors had means of 1.833 and 1.83, indicating a greater impact on learning attitudes. The family factors mean was 2.258, indicating a lesser but still present impact. Okay, next one is correlation analysis. Was conducted to examine the relationship between personal factors, family factors, environmental factors, and learning attitude. The Pearson correlation coefficients between 3 variables and learning attitudes were 0.676 and 0.714 and 0.710, or significant at the 0.01 level. This indicates a significant positive linear relationship and a strong positive correlation between these factors and learning attitudes. Lastly, I'm going to talk about regression analysis. The regression result shows that personal factors have a significant positive impact on learning attitudes, with a coefficient of 0.396 and a significance level of 0.001. Similarly, family and environmental factors also significantly positively impact learning attitudes, with standardized test coefficient of 0.42 and 0.392, both at significance level of 0.001. So in conclusion, our study collected and analyzed the questionnaire results from 120 students to examine the factors influencing individual learning attitudes from personal, family, and environmental factors. The analysis concluded that the overall learning attitude of this student group is in a good state. Personal factors and environmental factors had a significant impact, while family factors had a lesser impact than these 2 factors, but it also had a significant impact. Regression results indicated that personal, family, and environmental factors collectively explain a high degree of variance in learning attitudes, with all three factors showing significant positive effects on learning attitudes. There are some suggestions for how to enhance college students' learning attitude. For personal factor, they can enhance interest in their major, clarify learning goals and motivations, cultivate good learning habits and self-discipline, or correct their learning attitudes. And for family, they can increase parental involvement in education, provide material and spiritual support, create a suitable learning environment with proper equipment, and adopt a positive and democratic parenting style. And for environmental factor, schools should create a positive academic atmosphere, provide adequate learning support services, and adjust teaching methods to diversify the classroom, and encourage classroom participation and discussions to stimulate interest in learning. Okay? That's all for our group's presentation. Thanks a lot for your listening, Professor. If you have any questions, please contact me. Okay, thank you.